Because Brad Milk, and here in today's video, you might be noticing with the yards torn apart. Yes, I'm finally getting rid of those brass switches. I've already replaced the one you're standing over currently, and then this one kind of was right off camera. It's like right there. It's right on top of the other one. So yeah, basically, I noticed I flipped up. Honestly, I misjudged the didn't misjudge the points, but I needed a point for something behind you guys. I'll talk about later. Basically, off the main line. Then I decided to flip, so it was a righty, now it's a lefty. And we needed a lefty for here. That actually went right here. So what did I do? Well, I decided to lay this track down. As you can notice, wait, you're still going to get those two in. And with this one in here, like all these 4 points, by the way, are brand new. The two that you guys haven't seen, and then the one that's, well, the one that's I'm tapping right there, and then this one. Wait. Yep, I actually get a slightly bigger yard because of it, which... Yeah, honestly, my yard's too small anyway. It was too small anyway, so that helps. So, this off now. Let's start laying down some track. Now, where's my... I forgot to grab my X-Acto knife. Where did I put my X-Acto knife? No, I don't want that one. I want... It's behind me? Oh, it's behind me. On the shelf. I'm just going to mark... Now, you guys can't see this because you're right on top of it. Don't worry. As soon as I'm done this, you guys will be able to see everything. I'm just cutting the piece of cork here so it lines up properly. Because now I can take it out and I can now cut it with just some scissors. Actually, I might even just be able to gently saw it. Maybe I can with the the box cutter technically is what it's called, but I always call them X-Acto knives because why not? There we go. Cut the curve off. It'll just go under here. And I'll quickly get this bent and pinned. Now, this is helpful because, of course, with the double coaches I have a ton of them. You can kind of see in the very top right corner of the 5 Cornish Riviera ones there. But, of course, for those who don't know, I have since gotten some of the new style Hornby, like the higher detail level of the Hornby teaks. So I have those as well now. So yeah, I got rid of 7 of the older Hornby LMS coaches, and then immediately replaced them with more coaches. As you know, one does. This actually needs to be over a little bit more. So we're going to do that really quick. That's better. I mean, that one's not sticking down nicely, but is it the correct... Yeah, it is the correct way, so I'll just go on. Anyway, with noticing, I do have paint that I can just fix all this paint that's currently brown. That's gonna be missing. I can fix it. I probably won't, because it's gonna be ballast going over top of it, so it won't look bad or anything. So probably just leave it, but I haven't decided yet. Honestly, it's really easy to do though if I decide I want to do it in the end. The main thing right now is, just getting all of these tracks perfectly in. Because again, this yard is more so of a storage yard, more so than a functionality yard. Just because I don't really need a functionality yard in this layout nearly as much. Now, this one right here, and the other one in the packagings are powered. The other two are manuals. I prefer manuals, but they didn't have any other manual ones for these styles, so I like at the store one too, so I had to kind of go with the Automatics, and the Automatics were the same price anyway, so it worked out. Basically, this one now is going to line up then with this, and I'm noticing it's not a perfect match. What I'll probably do is I'll just pop this off and put that onto here, and as you can see now, it's just a little straight line needed. Now, of course, I need to cut that, obviously, but I'm going to finish this before I cut. Why? Well, I kind of want to get these pieces in here and out of my way, basically. Because they're currently been sitting on the layout, and I need the space because I'm starting to ballast again. Because when I was at Frog and Diamond, I also got, along with the points, I also got quite a bit more ballast. Don't know if it's enough. I'm pretty sure it is, but even if so, I'm going back to Winnipeg and the start of September for Dragon Boat races, and then end of September for Mega Train. So no matter what, I'll be able to get more. Now we'll just realize I need more cork. And oh, my cork's literally right there, perfect. It's, just to the behind the camera or my phone to the left, so that's super nice. I'm just lining this cork up. That way I can now pin it down. The reason why I'm pinning it right now is just so... Oops. Oh, actually, this one needs to move because this won't be here now. Unfortunately, I did paint after I put these down, so it sometimes like to stick, so I gotta be kind of gentle each, prying it up kind of thing. There we go. Now what I'll do is I'll line this up properly and then another one in. As you can see now, I just need to fill in that little gap, which, where are my scissors? There they are. Which should be pretty simple. Now, I honestly haven't done much cork work in the last little bit, because, well, haven't needed to. So hopefully I remember what I'm doing. Kind of using some excess cork that I have right now. I might have to go get more tomorrow, but don't think I will. Because then I'd have way too much. And that's perfect. Plus, I mean, it's going to be covered by ballast anyways, so it's not like it's a huge deal. Now again, before I glue anything, I will properly let me cut the track. Okay, grab some FlexiTrack. Now I'm going to cut the piece off camera. I'll probably just do that at the end. If, it goes too long, I'll get the other point in first. Oh yeah, the points I get are the Code 100 Nickel Silver by Atlas. These are only a few bucks more actually now that I'm thinking about them, the powered. Because this is the manual here. The manual was $30, and this was $36 for one, plus taxes. And that's all in Canadian. Now let's get this off. Yeah, just thought I'd take you guys along as I build the yard, because why not? These are just flying out of the package right now. Oops. And again, I may eventually wire the wiring and everything up to these, but that'll be something I do way down the road if I decide I want to, because it's easy enough to do anyways, so not too worried about it. The point is free along with the wiring and all the other pieces that come with it. Now this one is going to go right here, and then it's going to kind of line up with that one, like with that line, and the other line's going to go here. The shed is just off its mounts right now. As you notice, I need to actually glue these in properly, like pin these down or glue them or something. I'm going to be doing that after this actually. But I needed the shed out of the way. In fact, I need it out of the way again. I just needed the shed out of my way for working, because I worked on this line here and this line here off camera. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab the next two fish plates. And again, I'm going to nail everything down after. And the ballasting on the yard will probably be the last bit of ballasting I do, because I want to get the main line done first. Then the little coal mine up to the side. Although, again, I haven't actually found a coal mine I like yet, which is unfortunate, but there you go. It's just not easy to find a coal mine I like. In Double O, in fact, I haven't been able to find any, so I'm going to look up some just, typical style ones, and see if is it something I can maybe 3D design and 3D print. Do I just go with a nice HO one that I like? Because I mainly do Double O. kind of what I prefer. Perfect. Now I'm actually going to nail down the points now I think about it. That way they don't move on me as I'm doing all the measurements and everything. As I'd rather the end tracks be able to move while I'm doing this. These nails do go a little bit into the foam, but that's kind of why I nail down the track, or the cork to the track, or to the track. From the track to the cork, and then the cork already then has some, of course, going into the foam. It's just a little bit easier. Get in there, nail. Oh, you're bent. I meant to look. I forgot to look at a time. And then... kablam. There we go. Now, the last point, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this, and then kind of just run, again, straight till I run out of space. Now, I do have just enough cork to do that. That's going to be a process in and of itself. So let's get that next piece of track cut, I say. Now, I don't know how roughly long this needs to be. This is kind of a point where I need to hope it's perfectly in line with the end. And realize I forgot to grab my route cutter, so you're on the other side of the table. Oh. Oh, I wonder if this piece is... I have a whole bunch of already cut flexi track over here. Well, let's see if any of these properly line up. Because if so, it'd be much easier than cutting up, a whole new thing if I already have a piece that fits. Or that maybe just needs a slight trim down. No, that's a little long. That's too short. That's too short, so I think I'll just trim down this guy. How much? Basically right to the end of that much, so a little bit off of each side. Wait, wear CO2 glasses or close your eyes when you do this. I have to vacuum after I do this kind of thing, because otherwise you don't know where these metal shards end up. I'm probably going to vacuum tomorrow after I'm done all this cutting. So I don't take, anyways, feet out or anything down there. Okay, still need a little bit more. Come on. Come on. Is that perfectly with the end? Is that? Oh, that's good enough. Yep, that's good. Perfecto. Now let's get this on. Oop, I broke off more than I meant to. This thing's not being a real pain. Where are my side cutters? I have no clue where they're there. They're again over all the way on the other side of the table. Of course they are. Can't be close, they have to be on the other side of the room. I mean, not it's a huge room, so it's not like, that's far away, but there we go. Fish plate time. And I should be able to then nail this stretch down, which will get me that much closer to being able to ballast this entire yard. Like, this is the last bit of track work on this sail, which is kind of sad in a way, because it's like I've done so much track work on this, and I quite enjoy doing the track work actually. It's my favorite part. Although I am starting to get into scenery, starting to really dig that part of it. Oh boy. I hate when this happens. Apparently I need to knock off one of the... And then I will put other ties in before I put ballast on these. I'll just slide one in underneath. Like take the little raised bits off the top, make them flush, and then throw them underneath the kind of wide areas. And I'll be doing that on the entire layout. For areas I haven't ballasted yet, which is most of it, hasn't been ballasted yet. There we go. That's already looking a whole lot better. Because now this is giving me a little bit longer of a yard, and I get a fifth siding that's going to be a decent length, which I didn't have before, which I'm very happy to have now, because I do definitely need that. Now, where's my nails? These are my reject nails. These are my reject nails. Oh, of course, my actual nails are again on the other side, because of course they are. I keep a container of reject nails. You can't really see them in there. Well, you can't, because it's pitch black in there, but keep a thing of reject nails, kind of just to put them in there. And then, you know, when that gets full, then you can deal with that instead of throwing out a million little guys who could cause problems. And you come out and get the new ones. And then again, just kind of go one by one, pinning down everything till the line is done. Now I did deliberately miss that piece there, because I kind of want to get all these properly on first. Boom. We are almost done this part of the yard. The next part I won't do on camera just because it will take a long time to get all that cork laid out. It will take way too long. I'll get this one piece here, but I won't get the other pieces because it will just take. In fact, I don't even know if I don't have any foam pre-cuts. I'm gonna have to, or foam, any cork pre-cuts. I'll have to cut some up. But again, that will be for another video. Actually, I probably won't do that. I'll just have a video saying, oh hey, this is like an update video, just say, hey, you know, the yard's done now. But now let's test it. Now you don't know this because I've had the sound off the entire time, but I have one of my project engines right below us. It's an Atlas-8. Brilliant, you're already jamming crisply on. Perfect. Now you guys can't. I can kind of see us going in that direction now. That's going to become a Pan Am unit there. It also hasn't run in a while, so it does kind of have these hiccups. But as long as it gets over once, I'm good. Okay, thank you, engine. So you can kind of see now where this is kind of headed. Now I'm going to quickly move some things around here. Flip the sculpture down. Oh boy, not this. Because I already know this one will go here, because that's where it already is anyways, line-wise, so it matches nicely. And then just kind of match it up with that. You know, you put this in here and it will roughly line up. So that's a little off. That should be roughly okay. And again, I'll get the mains of it later. In fact, you know what, should I have a little cutting board? I'll use that. Where's my... Oh, it's over here. Just getting my cutting mat. Well, my cutting mat has a bunch of paint on it. My cutting mat that does not have a bunch of paint on it is currently being used as a bit of a workstation for a few other things right now. It's mangled as heck, but that's alright. It's really mangled, but that doesn't really matter, because I just need to get some straight pieces out of this. Plus, that would have been perfect had it not been for that little kink in it. Wonder. Oh, but it will be nice for this top piece. That's really nice. Actually, is this? Still lines up nicely there, though. So we're gonna use it. Wait, is that? Okay, so do need to trim this down actually a little bit, but. There we go. There's a little. I'm just gonna peel that off. There we go. There's just a little piece sitting on there, and I wanted that off. Oops. Dropped a nail. There we go. Now, this is almost a perfect match now. Now I just have to cut a little piece. In fact, I probably have a little piece. And it should be good. Trim like half of that off and we should fit there perfectly, actually. Yep. It's a little off, but it's alright. It's good enough. One piece. Two piece. Now all I need to do is chuck the track back on. And then now, admittedly I thought the curve would be a whole lot farther up than it was, but that's alright again. I wonder if I were to put this here instead, and no, that'll work, okay. Oh, you know what? This flat piece at the back, I can take off the short piece and just roll this piece to the back. And this rolls this farther forward, and then I have. Does that make it a little too extreme of a curve? No, actually, yeah, it does. Okay, well, this is where it needs to be rough. Well, roughly where it needs to be here. How does this line up? Okay, so it just needs the slightest of bends. Honestly, you can just get away with a straight piece there and just have a little bit of space, but I'll use FlexiTrack there. Size-wise, at least it will work. Nope. Yeah, you guys can still see what I'm doing there. Now, just temporarily, I'm going to be getting the backs of these, and then when I go to put them on, I'll have to pull the back and front piece out, but just so it doesn't keep moving around when I'm trying to measure. Have 3 nails and kind of thing to hold it. Just so I kind of have something to measure against when it inevitably tries to move on me. Okay, so it's right here. Perfect. We're not perfect yet, we have to see how this lines up, but. Okay, a little bit more. Just a shade more on each side. Okay, that one's perfect. How do these end up now? Perfecto. It's perfect. That's really, really nice. See, this line, no, I'm not going to do the other line on camera because that one I will need to cut quite a bit of cork for and kind of mess it up. I'll try to remember to put a picture at the end, but I'll probably forget. But it will be seen in an update video anyway, so it's not a huge deal. So I do want to get this done, you know, pretty quickly. Now I'm just going to pop this piece off. Now, the nail in there, and grab two more little things. Fish plates, that's what they're called. I'm just going to slide them on. And soon enough, we're going to have 4 to 5 active sightings. Technically, there's a 5th for the shunter, but it's kind of hard for the shunter to get in and out there, so I'll probably just end up having it for like a derelict caboose or technically break one because I'm mostly double over it. That's neither here nor there. Okay, now this is all in properly. Nail the back track, or the back piece of track. Come up here again. Middle. Front. Middle. Well, kind of more of the back, I guess. Middle. And then, oops. Front. Now let's have all the points. Let's test it out. Wrong way. Oh. That doesn't make happen. I know it's not the straightest line, but that's alright. Oops. Hit the wall. Yes, I'm in the run double O as I'm running an HL100. That's not the point. So we can go be quiet now. So yeah, I'm gonna off camera finish the 5th line. But basically, as you can kind of see, I'll give you guys a bit of a show of how it's gonna roughly look, probably. Gonna look something like that now. Let's take you off here. I know, actually, let me get this off so you guys don't look at it. Just while I do this, I'll just drop my X-Acto knife. Basically, some scenery stuff there, but it will end up lining up properly at the back there. But basically now, off camera, I'm just going to quickly get that cork done. I'm going to get a proper length to go there, as you can kind of see. And then hopefully we will, let me just zoom in really quick. As you can see, the numbers 3 and 4 are a little farther out than, let's say, 1 and 2, which 1 and 2 is like 1 right there, and then 2 is right there, that's 3, that's 4, and then that far one is 5. I'll line that one up with those ones, but that's kind of how it's going to work. Now, I am getting the mountain path done. I'm currently getting up that. I need to put that back in the laundry room. Currently getting some pathways built down here. Take out a chunk here. Going to continue the pathway down here. Going to take out the guardrail, run it all along here to the station. Yeah. That was my property just saw there too. So thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys all in the next video when, well, hopefully by then, the yard will be completely finished.